Hello, it is time! Going back to Subnautica, we're gonna play below zero. I think I got the settings set pretty much the same as we did for regular Subnautica. Let me know if you get anything, any choppy graphics or anything, because I remember that being an issue when we first started the first one. I will say that these adorable penguin monster things are awesome, and that bodes very well for this game. Just right off the bat. Like, look at these guys. They got big monster mows, and they're adorable, and they hop. I love them. So yeah, I went through the options, did all that. Hee hee, look at them flap. Okay, let's play. Ooh, you get to do like custom and creative. We're gonna do survival. I think that's the same mode we did on the last one. Yeah! He's hopping along the loading bar. Hee 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 hee. I'm so happy. Press any button to continue. Okay.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You
Hey.
sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me. And Sam. We need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures. Drop pod deployed.
This seems fine. See? Fine. The snow was there, so nothing went wrong.
Welcome to 45-46 feet. Enjoy your stay.
I will. Ah, so I probably have to go find the drop pod. Also, the main character has my name. I don't need that right now. So that's fun. Food. Excuse me. Sure nothing else useful fell out of the sky. Food.
New blueprint synthesized.
Hey, yeah, hang on, I'm picking up all the stuff. Survival things. Oh, apparently I'm getting cold. Hang on, let me go back to the burning wreckage of my, ship here. Toasty up. Critic Survival Almanac. On arrival. Welcome to adventure mode, Xeno worker. I'm gonna turn on PDA pause. Since I'm gonna be reading stuff out loud. You've arrived in an Arctic climate. Your great expedition begins. Your XenoWorks PDA is equipped to monitor your temperature and vital signs. Since you have downloaded the Arctic Survival Almanac, it will also dispense advice from time to time. For the benefit of future adventurers, your device will also record observations and findings you make. Retreat to a safe environment. Administer first aid if required. Retrieve emergency supplies if available. Survey the environment for threats and resources. Find or construct a reliable habitat. Construct necessary survival equipment using the Habitat's Fabricator. Locate other survivors using line of sight or the radio. Maintain physical and psychological health until rescue. Adventurers exploring the surface in cold weather climates are advised to take additional precautions. High winds can result in a rapid onset of hypothermia. Keep an eye out for natural shelter or restorative hot springs. If wearing a standard issue AEP suit, bodies of water may provide safety from extreme cold. Unexpected detours occur. You never know how long you'll be away from home base. Remember to pack a lunch and a toasty hot beverage if possible. We can't say this enough. Layers. Investing in a quality cold suit is certain to pay dividends in warmth and safety. Remember, when in doubt, don't go out. Well, the water to keep you warm because it won't freeze, because it's not frozen water. From Jack Isaacs, subject, future of XenoWorks. Hey there, Xeno workers. I know there's been lots of rumors circulating, so I just want to clear some stuff up in the spirit of openness and transparency, which you know means a lot to us all here. First of all, no, Altera did not buy us. We're still XenoWorks. We're not going to move offices or start having any kind of hierarchical structure or even making you show up on site or anything like that, although you should for the snacks alone. We're still the scrappy, agile, research-first startup you all signed on to. Yeah, I doubt that very much. So what does this controlling stake stuff mean? Well, I guess the most direct way to put it is it means more. More equipment, more research, more risk, more experimentation. More of everything that makes us great, and most of all, more cash for you and your research, and yes, snacks. Lena will be in touch pretty soon about exchanging your old XenoWorks PDAs for snazzy new Altera upgrades, to help you get comfy with some really minor policy changes that are going to help us keep everything running nice and smooth going forward. So yeah, congratulations everyone, we did this together, and now we're going to be able to do so much more. Sam, notice of death. Dear Miss Ayu, on behalf of Zeta Landon, 4546B Robotics Section Leader, and Indra Cormac, President of Altera Transgov, I regret to inform you of the death of Samantha Ayu. She died on planet 4546B, regrettably as a result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Please allow me to communicate the most profound condolences for the loss of your sister. While further details are unavailable at this time, you will receive contact from the Department of Insurance and Recuperation concerning your responsibilities as next of kin with regards to repayment of damages and legal fees. If you have any questions, you may file this form and your query will be addressed in sequential order. Yay, equipment. All environment protection suit. You are currently wearing the AEP Mark III beta. The latest all-environment suit is stronger, warmer, and more lightweight than ever. Onboard communications and heads-up display, biometric monitoring and feedback, simline build for maximum freedom of movement. 5.4mm neoprene layer supports aquatic activity at nearly any temperature. Rated for outdoor use at temperatures above -10°C. So delightfully comfortable you'll forget it even exists. Property of XenoWorks must be returned at termination of employment, can be purchased from the company for 1 credit accounting reasons. Yay, scanner's back. Handheld scanner, an essential science and survival tool. The scanner can be used to add new blueprints to memory and analyze unknown entities. It emits electromagnetic radiation in the specified direction, which is reflected by the environment and then analyzed to determine the physical makeup of the target object. It has 4 primary functions. Blueprint acquisition, scan things, organism analysis. He'll be assigned an easy-to-remember name, new database bank entry, attempt to synthesize theories. Yeah, Altera spectroscope scanner, understanding the world so you don't have to. Good old repair tool. Most people don't care why it works, just that it saved their life one time, but in case you're curious, the Altera repair tool. Get your fix. Fabricator. It makes things. Habitat builder. Hermetically sealed. Build on land, underwater, in a vacuum. Select the basic component. Add a hatch. Build a solar panel. Useful interior interior modules. Quick build habitats. A home far, far away from home. Solar power. Vehicles. Hey, mobile vehicle bay. And the Sea Glide. Keep fingers clear of propeller. The Sea Glide. Anything that moves faster underwater is probably trying to eat you. That's solid. There's drop pod beacon manager. There's all the stuff we picked up. So, of note, we still have our old PDA, not the Altera one. Based on the information that came up there. Alright, let's make a break for the drop pod. Now that we've warmed up. Hi!
Holy smokes. That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Oh, it's a worm flower. Neat. They also follow me, which is not at all unsettling. Yeah, they provide warmth. That's nifty. I was wondering how I was gonna run away from the crash site and not freeze to death. Whee! I'll go up here. Into the water, you say. Whee! Okay, it's quartz. Let's get an idea of what's around here. Titanium, yes. Right, those controls. It'll come back to me. Blue eye shroom.
Oxygen.
Fishy. Hello, fishy. I can't scan you yet. Oh, it's Penguin Birdie. Birdie. That's fishy. Sea Glide fragment. I need a scanner. Don't have a way to build anything. It's probably all in the drop pod. I will pick up things I'm likely to need along the way. If it's anything like regular Subnautica, I will need all the titanium.
Oxygen.
I'm on it. Oh, it's got little solar panels. Nice. Works as a tiny base.
Found the drop pod.
Yes. Nothing but
Well,
storage.
Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
Oh boy.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Altera, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little oxtrabite. I'll leave the starchy tuberous nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you. 4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Altera is not, as you put it, alterizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian, and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you.
It's so cute. I want a robot penguin.
Hey, Robin. I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky potato. Hey, the nickname actually fits that way. A cranky potato. I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it. I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Altera is just like, nothing to see here. Honestly, kinda glad you can't answer so you can't, rub it in my face. Go ahead, bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job, my safety. I heard about XenoWorks getting bought. I'm sorry. But at least you still have your job. Guess you're one of us now. Like it or not, welcome to the Altera family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize.
Oh, there's nothing big and scary on this planet. Psh.
Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either. Oh, and I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there. Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you. I'm sorry. Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is gonna happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. The cat should be called Potato. I admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen Leviathan that's infected with Kara.
Uh-oh.
Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Oh boy, that bodes well. Woof indeed. All sorts of things. Locker, scanner. That's the thing we want for sure. Oops. We need a flashlight and a knife. All this stuff. Okay, so we need all the things basically. We need battery, we need glass, we need silicone rubber. Well, let's start with those, I guess. Let's put these away. And I don't need this yet. I'll need this shortly, but not right this minute. Ribbon plant, huh? Creepvine seed cluster. Okay, let's go find some stuff. That looks like a ribbon plant.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
2 of those per 1 battery. I need 2 batteries? Yeah. Okay.
Should be able to use this.
Yes, that's why I've been picking it up.
Oxygen. New creature discovered.
Beeper! Where are you? Well, maybe after we get fins and we can swim a little faster. Lot of fish.
Oxygen.
I do appreciate that's the same planet in a different area, so they can have stuff be different but still have overlapping, like, resources and flora and fauna for some familiarity. Right, can't scan that yet. first thing is probably getting a scanner.
I was a little nervous about dropping into an unknown area, but luckily, this biome seems to have an abundance of minerals I can use for tools and upgrades. I didn't want another situation like Bazantos 5. When Xenoworks dropped me off, there were barely any resources. I survived off the land for 3 months with just a knife, my lucky PDA, and some rope. I am still kind of proud of that, though.
You should be. This way. Okay. Make a couple batteries. Cook ourselves a fish. Make a scanner.
All right, I have a scanner. In goes a battery and titanium, out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
Okay, so I don't have the scanner data yet. Okay, so we can unpin this and this. Flashlight and knife will be up there, as will these. And this, but not quite yet. Okay. We can start scanning all the things. I'll scan a bunch and then we'll go read about them.
All Terra supply cache nearby. Oxygen.
Uh-oh. We're fine. Science. Do need one more quartz.
Oxygen.
And a new O2 tank. And to scan literally everything.
New creature discovered.
It's a pretty. Oh, we haven't looked at. Oh, we got Northern Lights. That's so pretty. Looks like you can scan from a little bit further away in this game. At least it feels like it.
New creature discovered.
Alright, some stuff away. Whoops. Good eating around the fins. Never eat the antenna. Okay, so we've got new blueprints, new beacon, research. Lena outcrop. Titanium and copper. Letterfish. Mostly defenses. Angled, largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night. That's good. Its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of air, water, and cartilage. Boomerang. Serrated teeth, grinding corals and other herbivores that other herbivores are unable to digest. Usually the two fins are a cartilaginous extension of the skeleton. Gloral black. Most active in daylight hours. Assessment edible. Antenna, rather than swimming, it uses fine green antenna to alter the composition of the water in front of it. Huh. Camouflage, behavior, generally curious. Bullseye shroom, harvestable. Harvestable and plantable. Coral bridge. Grow near coral bridges. Sulfuric acid. Neat. Okay. More exploring. We still need more materials. And more things to scan. Like that sea glide fragment, wherever that was. I haven't forgotten about it, just where it was.
Oxygen.
Right, I don't have a tank yet. Need mesh fiber for that. Which is creepvine. So I need to find creepvine. Ooh, it's nasty out here. It's hailing. Oh, we can be in danger of suffocating because of the ice. Interesting. Wonder how I deal with that. Resources behind loose rock. Thank you. Ooh. Neat. I'm sure that'll be handy for making stuff. Shiny indeed. Gotta be pretty close to pull up on inventory. It's very orange. There, put away most of the things. Just what we probably should have done before. Creep pine and quartz. Guess we can start making our way towards the beacon. We've got food and water on us. Somebody had relationship, threatens. Neat. I'll probably be using it in the future for water filtering, would be my guess.
Oxygen.
Based on that description. Oh boy. I really need an air tank. Oh, hello, big fish. Ooh, quartz. Hang on. Titan holefish. Wow. Sure, I don't know why I picked that up, but we have that now.
New creature discovered. Oxygen.
I'm working on it. Alright, let's learn about these. Small aggressive fish. Yep. Here we go. Small fast predator nests inside the hold of the Titan holefish. Ah, okay. Feed mostly on overconfident predators. Dependent on receiving additional warmth and oxygen. Lay their eggs inside the gills. Catch or neutralize to approach the Titan holefish. Okay. Did I not scan the Titan holefish? I thought I had. Oh, I probably didn't finish scanning it because I was being attacked. Let's finish that. Hey, creepvine. Large docile herbivore emits oxygen. Oh. Slow, stupid, and delicious. Migrates more or less at random. Evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. It exists in a semi-permanent state of unreflective calm, swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex ecosystem which supports it. Valuable oxygen source if you can reach it. Oh! Hey, I thought I picked you up already. Oh, there's a few of them. Interesting. Ooh, salt. Okay, I don't have a knife yet. Let's find some creepvine seeds. Clusters. Let's get some oxygen first. Okay. Sea monkey. He looks so happy. Hi. Violet bow, I recognize you. Right, there's a creepvine cluster.
Oxygen.
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby.
Uh-oh. Woohoo! Oh, it took my scanner. That jerk. Hang on. Didn't know better, I'd say that after my supplies. Yeah, that appears to be the case. Great interest in other life forms and their possessions. Seems form soul nests where they hoard objects of interest for unknown purposes. Edible construction. Lubricant. I would like my scanner back, please. Dang it, if I had my scanner, I could scan that. I have to make a new one and come back for it. Does not know where it went, because I was running out of O2. You, where's my scanner?
Oxygen.
Again, love to scan that. Also that. Hello. Oh, you. I'd love to scan you. Stupid sea monkey. What on
Oxygen.
earth was that? Ooh. I'm guessing it was the bird thing. As a self-defense mechanism. Yeah. Alright, let's make another scanner. Make an air tank first. Well, I'm down one scanner, but I'm up some materials. Oh, I don't need the sample first. Okay, so we need... one of you. One of you. I'm just gonna eat you right away. Make a knife. Yep, it's a knife. You just stuck it through your hand. Good job. Okay, so I need more titanium and then fiber mesh. Okay, let's update our pins here. Need another friggin' scanner. Which I can make. Right, I need battery. If I end up with multiple, I end up with multiple. It's fine. Okay. Let's break these down, just for the sake of inventory. Now I can make fins. Nice. Means I can take that pin off. That I should be able to do. Wiring kit, it's probably silver? Yeah. So I need 2 silver, 2 copper. Alright, got our compass. That's good. So that I should be able to do pretty easily. Let's go get some creepvine. And some bladderfish. Hello.
Oxygen.
Right, I don't have the air tank yet. One small fish below the water. Some small fish regurgitate some grip. Sharp teeth, less cuddly than they look. Oh. But they do look very cuddly. Peeper. Ooh, come here, you. Arctic peeper.
New creature discovered.
Researcher notes don't like the auto-generated name. Suggest Iclops. Alright, first of our fragments. Alright, so I was heading towards the supply cache when I came across the creepvine, so let's start heading in that direction again. So I can get my oxygen tank. There we go. Let's get some oxygen first. Watch out for sea monkeys.
New blueprint synthesized.
I think it's one I already had. Oh yeah, technically edible, though not very nutritious. Alright. Grab one more to be safe. And head back. Oh yeah, we wanted more of these.
Oxygen.
Oh, that speed difference is definitely helpful. Alright, let's make both things on our list here after we partake of some survivability here. There we go. And that's getting old, so I may as well just turn it into... Oh, I need 2 for that? Oh, well, alright. Okay, I need this. Need this. O2 tank!
Adding additional blueprints to your databank.
Repair tool.
The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
VIP breathing. What, pray tell, is VIP breathing? Okay, got a flashlight. Air pumps. Okay, so that can go. That can go. Need to find sulfur for the repair tool. And then just upgrades as we go. I think that's the basics we've got now already, which is nice. Alright, let's go for the supply cache then. See what we find along the way. Maybe we'll get our original scanner back. No, can't scan those. Okay. Alright, 2 of 3. I want to go down there, but I want to get oxygen first. I feel that's fair. Also, it's hailing. Gross. You're the one who froze me, I think. Brian Wayne. Super cooled salt water. Yep, that's what it was. Warm blooded life wounds and minor injuries. Beware of full bladder. Huh. Really? Yeah, that's highly annoying. Oxygen plant. Hang on, I should read about what just happened there. Territorial breathing. Spawn free diving. I wonder if that was unrelated to being attacked there. It sounded like a crash fish. Oh, because it was. Got it. It was unrelated to the oxygen plant. It was just also a crash fish. Spinnerfish! Look at him go! Edible.
New creature discovered. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So it's a lot less abusable than the brain coral, which is interesting. I remember you, I just want to scan you. Oh, we're in trouble. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, there were 2 of them. That was the problem. It may turn your stomach. Boo. Oops, I did not actually want to pin that. There we go. I didn't mean to pick that up either. That's fine. We'll drop those outside. I think it was fiber mesh to make a first aid kit. Yeah. We'll hang out in here and heal a sec. Oh, right. I have this on me I don't particularly want on my person. Okay.
Oxygen.
Yeah, let's make a first aid kit. Hey, meow. Okay. There. All good. Oh wait, we have new databank? We do have new databank. Crashfish. Oh, I did finish scanning it. Nice. It's developed an emergency defense mechanism based on mutually assured destruction. Redwort. Sulfur plant. Yes, I was trying to get sulfur so I could get a repair tool. But stupid jerk fish had other plans. Nope, it's healing. Yeah, we'll find your nest at some point. Yeah, jerk. Alright, let's wait to go further down. It's partly because that went so poorly. Yeah, visibility is a little low. Music went away. Light stick. Ooh, sea glide. Nice. Should be able to make that now. I think that was the last piece. Yeah.
New blueprint synthesized.
We have almost everything we need for that. We'll just need a couple more ribbon plants for the battery. I should pin that. Ooh, beacon. Free
Use
beacon.
beacons to mark traversed territory. Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA. Now with surface support.
Get everything and then look at stuff.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice.
What? Where?
In a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
An alien on planet 4546b. No.
I'm serious, Sam.
I
Something
like
ain't
her.
right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there.
You can't. But I might know how to.
Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation.
Can't imagine why she got offed. Actually, I might leave that beacon just as a marker at the moment. There. So I can still use it as a waypoint for now. Already got that one. Don't really care about making a grav trap, but there's a fragment and I want to
Warning.
scan it.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Ow, jerk. This is a bad place to go into right now. Got the oxygen tank to back it up. Probably want the sea glide just so I can scooty about more efficiently. That's a grav trap fragment. May as well scan it. Oh, sea glide. Get some titanium. know what? We need a couple more ribbon plants. We're around here somewhere near base. If there's any left, or if I got all of them. Well, at least there's 2 left. Yeah, there's some down there too. Okay, that's good. Ooh, we can make beacons now. Nice. Okay, let's... Okay, I still don't have sulfur. I need some of that. I need... lubricant. That. Copper wire. Can't do that yet. Yep, that should be everything. Wait, I have another flare. Just throw that in there. Sea glide.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
Now we can scooty all over the place. Do want sulfur. I know I have the sea glide, but I don't need it at the moment, but it's nice to know that I have it. That's an egg, I think, yeah. No sulfur. Eh. But I want sulfur. Or if it's just embedded too far in. Or if that's not actually how I get it in this game. That could be. Sorry, I panicked. I thought it was a crash fish. It was coming right for my face. Oh, I already got that one? Oh, okay. Or why I didn't have it on my person. That's okay. I put it in the locker and then just not realize it. That's also a possibility and sounds like me. Mostly been vibing? No worries. Bet it's in storage and I just didn't notice. Or a sea monkey stole it. I'm gonna blame sea monkey, it's not in storage. Okay, so I need that and that. Alright. Now we just need to explore to find more things. Let's go southeast. Looks like sea glide fragment. I should unpin the repair tool since we have it now. Really want to make sure that you find the sea glide, which, fair. No, 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 no. Go away. Go away. Here. Hi, I found the nest. Large bowl-like structures. Flat-tailed spick materials. No, give that back. Give it back. Did it drop it? I think it did. Well, that might have been my old one, but still.
Remaining.
Oh, wait. Okay, so those are all sea glide fragments. No, go away.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I should have made Beacon Spring with me. Oh well. Just in case I find anything interesting. Or in this big weird rock. Although that makes a pretty decent landmark. Yep. Declare myself king of this weird large rock. All hail. I mean, it's probably ice, but still. Doesn't have the same ring to it as big weird rock.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Sea truck. Probably shouldn't. Oh, hello. Uh-huh.
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Well, I'll have to find a way to get deeper. Hi. Just ignore me. It's fine. Okay, bye.
Oxygen.
Alright, let's learn about the shark. That is a lot of teeth. Assessment. Minor threat. It's harmless. Small and nimble and unencumbered by additional modules. Oh, so it's like the, an upgraded sea moth, I'm guessing. Tractable helmsperson's chair, no expense spared. Like larger Cyclops, does not support the addition of internal modules like fabricators. Persons, 1+. Spoke part cargo. Fabricators. Oh, so it's, oh, habitation sections. Okay, so it's a size between a Cyclops and a sea moth. Would be my guess. Sea truck. Competing products are trucking hell. Okay. Neat. I look forward to eventually being able to build that. Start heading back to our base here. Ooh. Ooh. That seems safe. This is where I would want a beacon. Hi! Hello? Hello, friend? End of huddle on dry land. Separated from the huddle, adults become agitated, begin searching, so please don't do this. Okay, you're so cute. Let me up. I'm sure there's a ladder somewhere. Let me up. Yeah, I see I can scan, but I want to embark. Oh, there's the ladder. Found it. Got a disc. Mineral detector. Microscope. Oh, we
New
cannot.
blueprint synthesized.
We cannot get you microscope. I'm a little sad about that. Can't scan any of this. Look how cute they are. They're so adorable. Hi. Hello. Complex blend of electromagnetic field transit and nearby resources. Oh, neat. So kind of like the scanner room, but more, whoops, portable to begin with. Excellent. Dropped that instead of ate it. That's fabulous. Give back. There. Hi! Yes, you're very cute. Oh, look, the one hopping up. Okay, we're getting cold. Alright, I saw there was a platform down here. Oh, beacon fragment.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Some more ribbon plants down there. I don't have a grow bed yet to be able to start growing my own. Did it with the creep vine. Assume I get a habitat builder at some point. Ooh, distress claw. That means we'll have a goal, hopefully. Oh, we're out of space. I'm gonna make a floating storage and just huck all these flares into it since I tend not to use them, but I don't want to just leave them around. Oh, you can actually pick it up. Which is nice, because you couldn't on the first one. Flares. There. Oh, right, yeah, I should make that. Don't really have room for a desk in here or a habitat builder yet.
Picked up what sounds like a distress call. Who or what is out here calling for help? It didn't sound human. Maybe it's from a remnant of architect technology. In her message, Sam's colleague did say there was something important here. Even if it's just a mimic from one of the more intelligent aquatic specimens, that could be a major find. Or if it's from Altera, it could have bearing on what happened to Sam. I should definitely check it out.
Okay, so we're gonna need copper, we're gonna need ribbon plant, need 1 titanium, silicon rubber, so we'll need the creep vine, seed cluster. Alright, let's start looking. I don't need the knife for the seed cluster. I will just grab a few while I'm here. Okay. Oh yeah, that too. Well, we'll get more copper and then we'll do that. In fact, I'm gonna pin that so I don't forget, I think. Mineral detector.
The mineral detector can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
Where were you in the first game? Alright, let's leave a beacon. Let's find some copper. Mix some water. Okay. So we need more copper. Let's try the thing. Aha! Oh, yeah, so it is just like, the, thing. Scanner room. Chance of blood, chance of copper. Nifty. I like that. It's not the highest range, but that's okay. Still better than blindly swimming. That was a really well hidden one. Nope. I mean, one here. Of course, no copper anywhere. All titanium. Hey, I would like a few more. Ooh, silver. Oh, I should have scanned that. It was a different type of outcropping. Man, this thing chews your battery pretty quick, which is fair. we'll just swim around a little bit and explore.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Go back and make some beacons. Ta-da! Well, I'm full up on storage for the moment. Let's just turn this into glass. There. All right. Let's see what other options it had on our thing. Silver, table coral. Oh, I think that's the one that had silver and gold that I haven't scanned yet. I like that they have some pre-programmed in common minerals and things that you'd want to scan for. Very convenient. I appreciate that. O2. So I can unpin beacon. We're just exploring now. Nope. Hey, we're back at the weird, arch ice thing again. Scan the things, and I know I've got them. Icicle. Ah, creature egg. Okay. I thought I saw something else there. Other side of ice flows. Carefully harvest for high nutritional value. Ooh. Thank you, data log. Frozen fishies. I can't unfreeze them. Huh. Neat. Ooh, that is good. Nice. Ooh, stuff. What that? Uh-huh. Okay. Probably just a light. Jukebox disc. Nice.
Alterra beacon signature detected. Unique identifier. Delta Station dock.
Hey, that was the place with the things.
Delta Station. This is the place Lil mentioned in her message.
Yeah, that thing I said. Oh, there's arrows. Nice. Where used to be a beacon. Well, we can put a new beacon. Nope. We can attempt to put a new beacon. There. Glad I made beacons. Don't know what that is. Ah, more arrows. Ooh, Pathfinder tool. Oh, that must be what those are. Because I never actually made that in the first one.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
A naive vehicle if it's just for quick oxygen. What I get? Oh, thing I already had.
Ah, jeez. These sea monkeys are gonna get me in trouble. This is the third shipment that those buggers have gotten their weird little hands into. Now we're running low on flares, and I'm gonna have to search nearby nests for stolen cargo. They're lucky they're kinda cute. Raccoons of the sea, those ones.
Yeah, that feels accurate. Pathfinder tool. Hi. No. Maybe if I'm not holding anything, you can't swipe it. I know that's awfully optimistic of me.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I see a thing. Go away.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Can't really safely go much deeper.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I'm in danger. I'm fine.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen
I'm in
remaining.
danger. I'm fine. Alright, we should get out of here. Instead of just playing the, finding, oxygen lottery here. It's a good thing I'm winning the finding oxygen lottery, because it gets stuck. What is that? Ooh, hydrothermal vent. Nice.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
I'm trying. I've been trying to find my way out. Oh.
Oxygen.
There we go. Nice. I should actually learn how to use that. I said never did in the first one, but... Oh, it had a beacon already. Well, fine then. Supercharged water, enough to melt lead. Pustule, harvestable for resources used in radiation. I thought there was one more. Oh, nope, there isn't. Okay. Well, we'll have 2 beacons for it. Oh, that wasn't Delta Station Dock. That was just finding the thing for it. I see. Let's rename that one. Too many bee monkeys. Okay. I feel that is an accurate name. I should pick up the stuff to make that. Need one of these. I'm gonna need some ribbon plant and copper.
Oxygen. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Ooh, we got Aurora again. It's so pretty. Hi. Go away. Need copper. Copper and ribbon plant. Alright, copper part's taken care of. Ooh, more sea truck. One more.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Ooh, it's nasty out here now. That's where we were before. Yeah. With cute penguins. Pretty sure it was. Yep. Penguin duck.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Hello, hello! Yeah, we are playing Subnautica Below Zero. Do you want to see the cutest little penguin monsters ever? Hang on. The penguins? Yes. Look at them. They're so cute. Yes, you are adorable. You are such a cutie. Oh, look at him. They're adorable and I love them. Yes, this is the first stream of Below Zero. definitely enjoying it so far. Finishing up a run through the first game on hardcore. Nice. There, maybe we can figure out how to use that.
Emits a sequence of waypoints to mark your route and aid navigation in both terrestrial and aquatic environments.
Let's just put a bunch of titanium in this one for storage reasons. So I don't want to get rid of it, obviously. So once we can make a base, that tends to be what we need for it. Not trying to pick it up. There we go. Put that away. Unpin the thing. Ah, silver and titanium. Nice. Table coral. Yeah, I figure I'll need it for computer chips. Alright, got lots of resources. Let's go to Delta Station Dock. Save my Sea Glide battery, although I could just pop it out and swap it with the flashlight. That's okay, I don't mind seeing what's going on as we make our way. Like having it on standby for getting out of places quickly or to the surface quickly for oxygen. So quiet when there's no music going.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Say, that looks like a thing to scan. We could make the sea truck. I think I need another mobile... Oh goodness, there's all the stuff I need to make it too. Holy cow. Yeah, I still need a mobile vehicle bay.
New technology acquired.
A whole bunch of it. Alright, so we want to find the other bits of the mobile vehicle bay so that we can make a sea truck. Right. Oh, hello.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Try to scan it after I get oxygen. There we go. Can I sneak up on you? Because I feel like I can scan further away in this game. Yes, chase staffer, not me, please. Got him. Didn't even take that much damage. Let's learn about him. Large shark-like beast. He is bitey. That's bonus structures, heat absorption. More roar than bite. Tends to retreat after being attacked once. Agnostic posturing. Avoid but can be handled in a pinch. Okay. We scanned him. I'm happy about that. Yeah, yeah. Exposure may provide risk to human health. Huh. No, don't drop it. There. We're fine. Where was I going? Delta Station dock. Bite T-jerks live here. I mean, it's accurate. Ooh. Oh, it's just sea truck. I need the mobile vehicle bay.
Mineral-rich crevices detected below. Geothermal activity detected. Caution advised.
Interesting. I see... Oh, cool! Okay, they're just sticking up out of the water.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Is underwater count as shelter? I suspect it does not. Well, maybe I can get to the Delta Station dock. That's probably shelter. Oh, okay, I can't scan you. It's kinda nice that you can scan for the outcropping that might have the one you're looking for, but they diversified it a little that way. Oh, hi! You're cute. Tiny larva. Attracted to glow larva. Speed of sound? Jeez. Armored, vulnerable only to avoid or redirect with food. It's cute. Platforms. That'd be a ladder around here, right? Oh, they're docks. Aha! Nothing I can scan. Nothing I can scan. Ooh, coffee vending machine. Don't mind if I do. Does it make coffee? Aw. Thermos. Ooh, trash can. That's actually useful. I appreciate that. Wasn't. Oh, there wasn't. Okay. There's just the blueprints. Thermos. Ah. So you can make hot beverages. I see, I see, I see. So it talked about that being a thing.
This is a recorded message. If you can hear this, you're trespassing. If you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell out of here.
Alright, bye. Actually, I just wanted to warm up. But the comedic timing was also too great to pass up. Pretty. I wonder what the timeline on the hazardous weather is, because... Whoa! What are you? Why are you purple? Steam and volcanic gases. It's of iodine. I appreciate the answer to that question. Predatory underwater plant. Oh, yeah, it's your plant. Lithium. And sulfur. That makes sense around the vents. It is cool. I like the purple. We'll go back to the Delta Station dock in a bit. I got distracted. These things happen. What is? Oh, we're back over here again. Can't wait to be able to go deeper a bit more safely. Quartz. No fish.
New oxygen discovered.
New oxygen discovered. Common species, coloring distinct, functional. Huh. That's probably the... Yeah, trash can, coffee vending machine. That's all the stuff I found. There we go. Alright, let's check out this dock. Oh, there's the radio tower. That was alluded to. Hydrate. Stretch. Ooh, this must be the weather. Oh no, it's just the time of day. Hello! You are all still very adorable. Pick up snow. Okay. Snowball. I can throw snowballs. Amazing. What is... Oh, that's the weird heat flower, I think. That we came across on our way in. I mean, I've got to try throwing snowballs, right? Hee. Amazing. Yeah, those are the heat flowers. How do I get over there? I'm working on it. Oh, I can scan them now. Thermal lily. Neutral terrestrial plant, cliff walls, points of... Ah, okay. Interesting. Weird but cool. Quit shivering, you're fine. See? Look at this plant. You're at 100, it's fine. Horseshoe shrub. Warm conditions. Stores fruit. Ah, fruit can be harvested and planted and can be a sustainable... Ah, shrub nuts. Oh, they give health too. That's cool. Shrub nuts. I get distracted by the shrub nuts. I feel that's fair. Oh, they each take a spot. Oops. Let's practice our aim. I wanted to see if they'd melt. Honeycomb fungus. Elements, collect nutrients. Neat. A lot of beacons, so hopefully we don't hit anything too interesting that doesn't come with its own. No, it's just a little jaunt through for sulfur. Okay. sulfur that doesn't hurt me first is nice. That is an excellent point. Good point, good point. I feel like I shouldn't be going this far this way. Let's go up here by the warm plants. Ooh, stuff. Stolen sulfur. Mineral detector. PDA. Manuel gave me this jailbroken scanner tool thing and said I need more shower heads. Should lead you to the necessary minerals. He also told me to keep it on the download. On the download, I guess is what a master's certificate in applied geology gets you these days. Job as a glorified construction worker. Ugh, I should have studied interstellar law like Dad said. I have to hand it to Manuel, though. I don't know what he did to the scanner, but it does a great job at zeroing in on specific minerals. It's better than hoping I stumble across the right outcroppings. Oh, okay. So that's the, genesis of the mineral detector. Nice. Very cool. Hi.
Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds.
I'm not with Altera.
Then your position is doubly precarious.
What do you mean?
If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, there'll be hell to pay.
Wait! Who are you?
Stay off my land.
There's NPCs in this game. So weird. I'm not going to stay off your land, by the way.
The woman in the exosuit has been traced as far as my technology will allow.
It would appear I'm far less alone on this planet than I had anticipated.
You think? Ooh, habitat builder.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Yeah, we'll get there.
New blueprint synthesized.
Oh, we gonna learn all sorts of stuff. Also, her mech suit reminded me of a Big Daddy.
A map will come in handy. I should be able to find my way to Phi Robotics where Sam worked.
Scanning all the things. There's a bat out there. Ooh, locker. Jukebox.
New blueprint synthesized.
Oops, I don't remember how to crouch. Accidentally hit the Windows key. There we go. I'll figure it out. Fred's bed. Jeremiah's bed. Modification station. We're just gonna get all the stuff. Hang on, let me... The Subnautica mug is a nice, nice touch there. Take that bed. Take that window. Take that other bed. Take that giant pile of snow. Okay. We should have some space now. Poster! Poster. Open shaving kit. Got Fred's shaving kit. Alright. We got a framed picture of the penguin. Yes. These posters are all mine now. We're gonna have lots of stuff to read. Jeremiah Murgle, Fred LeChains. Neat. We're gonna do some triangulation, it looks like. And sleuthing. Ooh, scanner room.
Integrating new PDA data.
Scanner room's still nice to have. Even if less super required due to the mineral scanny mobobber. What a sign. Oh yeah, that was the Delta Station sign. I want to check the other habitat before I go in there. Anything over here? Nope. Hand-drawn pangling art. Nice. Delta. That makes sense. This being Delta Station.
Cushy setup. Must belong to one of those higher-uppers.
Figure I'll do all the scanning first, and then we'll go through and read everything. Aquarium! Yeah. Ooh, plant pot. Executive desk. I read that as excessive desk, and that's probably also basically pretty accurate.
Sam really got under management's skin. I didn't know she had it in her.
There's even a fancy executive toy. That I could scan. Which is hilarious. Observatory! Motivational poster. I can't scan the leftovers. Boo. Alright, let's look at some of our stuff here before we go, explore further. We have 46 new blueprints. Pin that one. Over to, ooh, a thermal blade. Yes, all that, that's why. That makes sense. Can now build things. I'll have to figure out where to put a base soon. Alright.
morning, Frostpack. Just a quick update to inform you of some key achievements and priority shifts we need you all to get behind. The Spy Pangling project was a resounding success. Please join me in congratulating Samantha IU, who is now reassigned to Outpost Zero, helping us dream of future initiatives. Congratulations are also in order for Danielle Valenti and her team at Omega Lab. The closing of Phi Robotics means important funds can be redirected to their Kara bacteria study, which has important, positive implications for the life sciences. You're all doing an exceptional job, and I don't want to promise anything, but HQ has been taking notice. Keep up the good work, and I think we can start discussing bonuses soon. David, you'll be happy to know the Frost Pack is making excellent progress. I must say, my management style appears to be uniquely well suited to isolated planets. I miss you, of course, but I wonder if you feel it too. As great as we are together, we're almost better apart. Just look at how well Prosperina did in her last show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to see it, but I'm sure if I'd been around, I'd only have made her nervous. Once this mission is over, I'll come home for a few good months. And then, what do you think if we look at reorganizing our expectations to facilitate longer-term separation success? I really think this could be a great model for us going forward, romantically and otherwise. Don't forget, I love you from the depths of my heart. Keep on succeeding in your projects. You know there's nothing I find more attractive.
They named their daughter Prosperina? Oh dear.
Jenny, you wouldn't believe the adventure I'm having. It's just like when we were kids and we used to play Underwater City, only the sea monsters aren't pretend, and I don't need to hide behind you when one swims by, because I'm safe in my sea truck. Safe and very, very brave. Please tell Dad for me. Thanks so much for the mustache kit, by the way. Be honest, I wasn't sure if it was a gag gift at first. Personal grooming is something of a challenge here, and as you know, I'm a pretty low-maintenance guy to begin with, but you'd be surprised how handy mustache wax is in an emergency. There have been some close scrapes. For a while there, someone was sabotaging my truck, and I thought I was seeing things. But my friend Sam helped me sort it out, although she's had some troubles of her own lately. To be honest, I get a little worried out here sometimes, but I guess that's normal under the circumstances. Gotta expect a little risk, right? I should be happy. I have great friends and a good paycheck. Anyway, love you, Jenny, and Dad. Please find a way to tell him that he won't find embarrassing. And don't worry, I'm looking for the perfect fish to bring back as a gift. Your favorite.
A laugh. A quick bioreactor, I remember that. The bioreactor, totally organic. Scanner room, yep. Hunters and pots, decorative or botanical. Modification station, yes. Aquarium. Not rated for breeding. Full size containment for that. Listen to soothing tunes by Altera's best musical artists while you work. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Resources and communications liaison. IT courier maintenance generalist. Technician. Communications tower maintenance.
Communications tower maintenance log. Another day, another slight by the winged furies. As usual, I got an interference alert. As usual, I went out to see what the problem was. As usual, it was frozen stalagmites of feathered bird excrement. I fear the career impact of saying this officially, if you can even call what I have a career. But I could swear they're targeting me personally. The week I was out with the flu, I came back to find the tower spotless. Parvin laughed at me when I asked him how he cleaned it. Silly me. as if Parvin would ever clean anything. There's nothing left for me to do but quit. But I know that's what the birds want me to do.
Oh boy.
Oh, and I got the tower up and running. Maintenance complete.
Can't let the birds win. Alright, you're caught up on all of that. We've scanned all the things. Let's go check out the tower. Is it those birds? Because I want to scan them. Let's do a quick run around for anything interesting. Yeah, you! Ah, scary. It's totally safe, don't worry about it. I'll get one. Back here for a sec. Come here. Dirk. Satellite surveillance active. Is there a way to turn that off? Two active life forms to prepare for possible intervention. Oh, good. This won't end up with me getting blasted by lasers, I'm sure. You know what I haven't done yet? There we go. Just in case. In case I do get blasted by lasers. That's why I'm getting cold. Uh-huh. I don't know what that means.
Hypothermia imminent.
Okay, okay. There, see, all fine. Alright, so I don't know. Oh, hey. Operating manual. Yay! Let's go around up here, and then I'll take a peek at that. Still want to finish scanning one of those birds. New employee training. Recommended all training be completed while it's in test mode. Fully functional simulated version. All communication disabled. Test override module into the diagnostic port. Okay, so I don't have that yet. Wonder if that's somewhere. Probably. It's not a thing I have, is it? Picked up a lot of things. Nope. Okay. Didn't think so. Suspect that's something I'll need to do to not get shot up by lasers when I go after her. Scary. I'll scan you. will scan one. I will finish scanning it. Here, jerk. Nope. Sit still. Oh my god. Y'all are the worst. I could throw snow at it, but that seems just as unlikely to work. Doesn't seem like a better plan, is my point. Land where I can reach you. Alright, I am very annoyed at these because they're impossible to scan. Slowly ticking progress on it. Maybe they sleep at night. I think my progress goes away if I don't continue in a timely fashion. Could be obnoxious, but makes sense. Stay put. Just want to scan one of you, and then I'll leave all of you forever alone. Oh, sit still. No, didn't even come over by me. I'm very annoyed at these dumb birds.
Hypothermia imminent.
Yeah. I'll give it one more go. I guess we'll try again another time. Enjoy Subnautica ASMR as the sky rays chirp. Maybe if I wait here, it'll come sit here. Come back quickly, it's cold. You're not gonna land here because I'm standing here.
Hypothermia imminent.
Hey, I found one we missed. Like, a whole bunch of times.
For the last time, I'm not cheating.
Then what's your theory? What's going on?
If you ask me, Zeta's been blinking a lot. I think it's a tell.
He does have a point there.
It's allergies.
Allergies? Oh, is something in bloom in this frozen sector?
Thermal lilies. And if you gang up on me, I swear you're all fired.
You're not even my boss.
Oh, you're all so gullible. You're fighting each other. Meanwhile, look at Parvin. Just look at him.
What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
Let's just take this to a vote. All those who think Zeta's allergies are a bad case of alienitis, say intruder.
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 Intruder. Danny?
Oh, I'm just an observer here.
I'm going to use my pass.
Is there some kind of scientist conspiracy going on here? Zeta, Sam, Danielle? You three are suddenly very aligned.
Or, like I said, Parvin is cheating.
I'm starting to wish I was cheating.
Okay. Very important conversation. Another pass, make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, well, let's go back to our base. Let's turn off some of these beacons here. Make our habitat builder, and that way we can start next time with making a base. So I figure by the time we get back there, it should be just about time. How do I downward safely? Also, there's stuff. Yay, stuff. Uh-oh, let me out. What is? I don't know. Oh, we actually filled the inventory. Oh, is that a... It's like magnetite. Alright, how do I crouch? No? I don't. Okay. Good to know. It just phased through the wall, so I couldn't scan it. Come on, man. Now they're just doing me dirty. There, finally. Bird-like head, feathered wings, enable it to fly, commonly found in circling floating structures. Waterborne. Presence may indicate dry land. Dry land, that makes sense. Well. Wacha. Doo doo doo. Neom. Oh, see you. Bitey Jerk of the New England Bitey Jerks. Oh, sea truck. It's only the mobile vehicle day.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Almost back. Sort of vaguely. Alright, made it back to base.
I should have guessed Altera would find a way to clip Sam's wings, like I knew they'd do to mine once they took over Xenoworks. I tried to warn her. She was stubborn, like me. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be so different from her. Scrappier, faster, less play by the rules. But Sam didn't tolerate Altera's corporate red tape any more than I did. She just tried to change it from the inside. I think in the end, we always wanted similar things.
Alright, I think on that note, I'm gonna chuck some things in storage. And then I'm gonna save. And then we are going to call it there, because that's an excellent stopping point. And then next time, we can start building a proper base and continue exploring and make a whole bunch of things, because we got so many blueprints. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed. This has been a lot of fun. I am super stoked to have more Subnautica to play. Monday, I'll be back with Cross Stitch. We're going to continue with the one we were working on. And then Tuesday will be more of this. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.